welcome back to Attingham Park for episode 17 in the origins of Feldcorp. Well, good morning everyone. As you can see, it is now early winter. It is day one, it's 9:30 in the morning. Considering it's pretty dark in the mornings, we have had an early start today. Now you're probably wondering why we are bailing again. Well, the lady that owns this field, Rebecca O'Connor, she gave us a call because she was able to get a last cut in this year, which was a surprise. Certainly a surprise to her, and very much a surprise to her normal baling sort of contractors. Her mower and stuff was good to go, but unfortunately her regular baling contractors were unable to come out today at short notice and help her out. So she called us, and we were free since we finished our harvest the other day, and that sort of late harvest contract for I forget who it was for, up at oh, I'm getting this all wrong, up on field 14 I think, but yeah, so we finished that, and we got a fertilising job done this morning as well. Oh, I still missed it. Rude. Yes, but so she gave us a call because just to see if we were free, because she knows, well, she knew that we'd been doing some baling of late, and we said sure, you know, we'll get Feldcorp out there. And right now, one of her workers is mowing and windrowing at the same time, which is very handy. We are just sort of chasing them, picking up whatever swath doesn't get windrowed, because they've got a slightly bigger windrower than they have mowers. I think they're about to start on the up and downs now, or they may be doing that as we speak, which will be a good thing. So yeah, we've got that massive fat swath to get on with in a little bit. That's going to be hilarious to say the least. But yeah, so there's a few good things been happening. Like I say, we did a fertilising contract, so we'll grab that in a second. Next time this is full up, cash that out. And also, we've been keeping an eye on the classifieds, as we have been a lot lately, so trying to build up our equipment. And a really interesting item came up. Now, we were kind of talking about it the last time we were out, insofar as we're looking at making some TMR with the straw and silage that we're getting. So yeah, let's cash out this contract, collect that. We've got another one for Rebecca for fertilising, and Karen Diaz as well. A little bit of fertilising they need done, but we're going to get onto those later. Right now we're working on field 42, and it's a big contract, 73 grand for completing this, and I don't know how many silage bales we are going to get. Oh no, he's still doing the rounds, still doing the headlands first. Yeah, as you can see there, they've got the Pertinger Novacat set up on the front, and some whacking great big old windrower on the back there. So it's making some pretty honking great big swaths there, because it's catching some of the previous swath in it. So yeah, we are going to have fun with that at some point once they go into the up and downs. But yeah, that should be interesting. But yeah, so the other thing, the TMR sort of thing we were alluding to just a minute ago. Let's get this one transferring, and then we shall go and make the purchase. Back it up, back it up. There we go. Okay, so what we had found was this silo king. Now originally I was just going to lease one because you know, to lease a brand new one is it's only £7 grand. You know, we'd use it once for the season, and then depending on how much we've got, you know, in terms of stock, we may use it a couple of times, maybe get a silo in to deposit some in. But since this thing has suddenly come up on sale and it's basically half price, if I can get onto, there we go. Well, it's not quite half price. It's usually 141 grand, but it's 53 grand off, which is very, very lovely. And what kind of wheel options are there? Probably just, well, I suppose we could get some more agricultural wheels on it, perhaps. PTO is fine. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. What other colours are there? Silver or grey? We'll go for the silver. Do we really need those tyres on it? No, actually we'll be driving it on the road mostly, so I think we'll leave those on it. But yeah, so 87 grand for a 45,000 litre feed mixer. That's pretty good. It does require 240 horsepower to run, which I think our Lamborghini has, or close to it. So it should be able to do this, I'm hoping. But we are going to take a punt on this because if we get it now, then you know, it's paid for and done. We can fix it up a little bit, give it a bit of a clean and stuff, and use it sort of all year round almost, because we don't have to make it all and sell it at once. And okay, we'd have to lease it quite a lot to make up the price. You know, at least what 12 times we'd have to lease it, the initial cost, or keep it for quite a while, a few nights at the very least. But yeah, like the operating cost per hour, you know, overall I think it's going to be worth purchasing, so we are going to purchase that. And it is ours, and we have no money left. Well, we've got 100 grand in the bank as well, not counting all the assets and whatnot, so that's not a bad thing. Because that is definitely going to help us, I think, in the long run. So what we are going to do here is carry on whizzing around this field, catching whatever we can to make these bales. Oh, this is going to be a fun... good lord, look at that pile that's caught up there. That's going to be fun. Please don't hit that bale. We'll just push it out the way slightly. Ooh, that's gone a bit wrong. That's not gone well for them, has it? Okay, I'll have to go sort that out. But yes, we'll carry on with this, and most likely catch up again once it's done. And yeah, we'll get that all sorted. And see you all again. Probably once we finish this, we'll see about either doing some of those other contracts or catching some TMR mixing with our fancy new mixer. Good lord, that's a mess. Alright, here we are up at the store. Now, as you can tell, we're not baling at the moment. We've been progressing nicely with the baling contract. We're taking a bit of a break from it though, because it is, well, we sort of got wind of some price increases, and now it seems is a good time to sell some of our crop that we've got in storage. So, what we are going to do, if I can press all the correct buttons, we're actually returning the Kruger saw that we had on rental from a few contracts ago, I think it was. It might have been Kenneth that had loaned it for us initially and said we can keep it as long as we need to, so long as we keep up all the sort of daily rental fees and whatnot. But we've decided now to give it a bit of a wow. Suddenly the snow has melted. Well then, there you go. That was unexpected, but okay. Yeah, so we're returning this trailer. It's a good trailer, but we had a few issues with it dropping off and picking up from that silo we have, just sort of over there behind the fences and stuff. It's a good trailer, and we may consider buying one of those later on down the line, particularly if we get a slightly bigger silo. So obviously it's quite a high trailer, and the silo we've got is just a small one that's really meant for sort of the lower farm trailer sort of things. So we're going to return that, and we've also got another one lined up from the store here that is hopefully a bit smaller, and it's sort of a not exactly a borrowing scheme. Basically they're going to just we're going to pay for it up front, and they're going to let us run it over and test it and make sure it works properly, at least in terms of picking up out of the silo over there. And if it doesn't, then we'll just bring it right back and get a refund and find something else. But yeah, let's pop in and return that and get the new one. Alright, that is all done, and we've got the trailer purchased. They brought it out for us. It's right out here next to our lovely new Silo King as well. So we'll have to come up and grab that a little bit later on. Now, the one useful advantage of this trailer is not only is it 45,000 litres, I think, but we can also convert it down to a bale trailer, which should be quite handy indeed. So let's hop in the old lorry here and pick that up and see if we can collect some crops out the silo with it. Because we've been looking at the pricing information, and obviously with it being winter now, some of the crops are even at the right. There we go. Connect that. Let's just see if there's any hoses or anything need attaching. No, doesn't look like it. Lovely. So let's head over to the thing. Well, it's good that snow's cleared. It's rather unexpected, but not going to complain about that, because we were looking at maybe having to do some snow work in the yard down there, because it got laid a little bit on the sort of tarmac outside our headquarters. So oh, it's not yet. Next turn. So yeah, well, that saves us a bit of time, and also considering it's not massively frozen ground-wise, we may even be able to get our field here turned around. Possibly the other one as well. We'll have to have a look at that. The potato fields that we've got, obviously they're pretty small, so we could do those any old time. And of course there'll be contracting jobs going for ploughing and cultivating and whatnot. So we might have to have a look at that and see what's... we can drive on the field, I think. Let's have a look. Not going to worry too much about the fit. Oh yeah, that looks like it's going to fit perfectly. Nice low trailer this. I think it's designed for an older truck possibly. But for us, that's perfect. And we may well get this one transferred or adjusted, because there are some alternative body options we can get for it. So, there we go, let's get some wheat. So while that's loading up, let's have a look at the prices. Now, the price of wheat is currently down at Sunrise Bakery. We've got $7.28. Now, 700 was supposed to be the highest for that at the moment, so that's going up. Or rather, the country store is going up, but Sunrise Bakery is buying wheat at 728 quid per thousand. That's good. Same thing with the barley. We're looking at about 650 on the projected value, but that's up to 682 down at Sunrise. And also oats as well. We've got plenty of oats to sell, and that's over 1100 and rising. Now that was only supposed to be about 1100 max. Now the corn, well, I didn't even realise we got all that corn. Wow. Okay, let's have a look at corn. That's 800 at the moment, 806. And sunflower, I think, is better next year. That's like 850. Let's have a quick look. Let's see. Sunflower. Oh yeah, sunflower's down at the moment. That'll be early spring most likely. Same, well, corn. We've shown 8.41 as the best price, and we're really close to that, I think. But that's probably going to be worth waiting until next year, just to double check. And since we're here, let's have a look at the potatoes as well, because we do have all these premium potatoes. Now that's going to be, looks like midwinter, those are going to hit their peak, potentially around 900. And if we look over here at the current price, yeah, that is going up quite nicely. So we'll probably be selling those in the coming days. So yeah, sort of around midwinter, I think. Now let's get out of here now. Since those prices are still going up. Oops, wrong button. Ah, pressing all the wrong buttons. Yeah, since those prices are still going up, I'm half tempted to hang fire on some of them. Yeah. Obviously, oats is definitely see now they're going up as well. Well, you know what? We've got this loaded with wheat at the moment, so we are going to pop down to the end of the road here and leave it sitting for a bit. Not too long, because obviously we've got more to do. But we'll leave that sitting for an hour or two down here and see if it. Oops, I'm still indicating. Yeah, fix that. Yeah, we'll leave that sitting there for a bit and keep an eye on those prices, because if that wheat gets up over 730, and the same with the barley as well, it's almost close enough that we might see some increases there above 680. Okay, well, we'll head off back down here and start delivering some of those bales, because there is quite a lot in that field. That is a blooming full field. There's probably going to be over 100 odd bales in there, I would guess. But we shall see. So yeah, we'll carry on doing some of that and come back and start selling some stuff in a bit. Yeah, give it a couple of hours, see if those prices top out. They may well do. Excuse us, harvester. Yeah, they may well top out fairly soon. But yeah, we'll give it an hour or two and see what happens. Because I would like to get some of that TMR made as well. Because today seems to be a good day for making money. Alright, we just dropped off our third load of bales for Rebecca for her contract on field 42. And progressing nicely there. We also just picked up a contract for field 15 for Scott. He gave us a call, said he needed some fertilising done quick. And since we're sort of jiggling around doing some contracts, we did accept that. And as you can see here, what you can't actually see, oh yeah, they're way off in the distance up there. We've hired one of the locals that's been sort of getting a bit of work from us, and they are doing this contract for us. So they're starting on that, getting paid, and that'll be a nice bit of bonus income while we're doing some stuff. And as you can see in the top right, the money's gone down again. Now, there is a reason for that. The reason is right behind us. It's this new, old, used lorry cab thing. It's a Lizard 754D, I think, is the designation, something to that effect. It actually suits this trailer a lot better, and it came up on sale for about 57 grand. Now, we didn't technically need it, but went ahead and got it because we got some bigger plans for the other lorry, the newer one, because it does have some optional backs and other attachments and things. So we're going to look at putting that into the shop for a couple of days, possibly till early spring, to get some upgrades done to it. So we got this, and of course I forgot to repair it on the way out of the store, but that's fine. We can do that later on. But for now, we're going to start selling some crops, because time is a-passing, as they say. Now if we have a look as we're coming up to the end here, price-wise, we're up to $7.34 at the Sunrise Bakery for wheat. Now, County Stores is trying to come up to that, but Some of the prices have started going down again now, so I'm kind of thinking maybe it's a good time to go ahead and start selling some things, because yeah, sort of everything's sort of on the up, but some things are starting to drop off now as we're getting closer to the end of the day. So we are going to take this lovely truck full of wheat and run it down to the Sunrise Bakery and get a little bit of cash in for that, assuming we can get out and on the road. Yeah, it's a slightly older model, this, and we're going to have to turn the lights on shortly. There we go. Slightly older model, but I think it's going to be great for shunting things around, especially with this trailer. I'm not sure if this was actually designed for it or for a different lorry, but it's pretty much bang on the right size for this truck. So, you know, I'm well pleased with that. You know, it's a bit of a frivolous purchase, I suppose. Like I say, we didn't, technically speaking, need it, but you know, I think it was one that was worth the investment, because that means our newer, more modern truck can be set off on sort of bigger adventures, as it were. Like I say, there are some optional backs that we're going to get for that. It's got a nice curtain sider, which will be good, particularly if we get a lot more pallets of those potatoes, or we can use it for shifting them around quite a lot. That'd be nice. Also, it's got, I want to say, a tanker back and some other odds and ends. It does have a high capacity dump trailer bed as well. Obviously that's quite big, physically big, you know, size wise, so that won't really work quite so well with our current silo, though you know, we can obviously tip into it. That shouldn't be a problem, but that might be good for some large harvests and stuff as well. So we've got some options going ahead, and that's what it's all about. You know, we're building up a company here, spending money to make money, basically, and you know, building up our reserves, building up the equipment, and looking to expand, you know, as quickly and sensibly as possible. And with any luck, you know, it obviously opens up a lot more doors and opportunities for us. You know, with extra equipment that we can move as well, we'll be able to go to other areas, you know, sort of move on a little bit, take some equipment with us, leave some stuff here, like this lorry and trailer, and have a good bit of local support for people around here too. So that's all looking fairly good. You know, progress is being made, and although it looks a bit dire, having only 15 grand in the bank after starting the day with 180 odd thousand, but that's going to go back up pretty quick. I mean, we're guaranteed 70 grand off of that baling job for Rebecca, and plus a bunch more silage bales once they ferment, which again is more TMR, so that's just going to improve everything as we go along, really. You know, I know we've already got a lot of TMR, not TMR, but the silage bales, so you know, it's all sort of stacking up for the future, and possibly tomorrow, I'm thinking now, or yeah, sort of next game day, as it were. Did I make the right turn? I think I did. Yeah, this looks good. I think the Sunrise Bakery is just up here on the left, because this is our little thing. Yep, Sunrise Bakery, right in here. Turn the big lights on. Now, conveniently, we can pull into our own little yard down here to turn around, back into the sell point. Lovely. Okay, swing that around. Let's have a quick look at the tip side options for this thing, because we have tip side back. I'm thinking there's probably a side tip as well. Not that that matters, but for this. But I'm just thinking for our one as well, if it's having an issue tipping into our silo, then that's good. But let's sell this now and get a bit of money back. So yeah, we're spending and we're making. Buy, 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 sell, sell, sell. Oh, there we go, 22 grand straight away. Yeah, that in itself almost paid for the trailer. So let's get back up to the silo and grab the barley. And I think the barley is... yeah, we're still looking at Sunrise Bakery again. So yeah, we'll get the barley and come back down here and start selling a bit more. Okay, here we are back down at the bakery again. We've got a nice full load of barley in the back there. That's good. So that should hopefully get us another 20 odd grand, give or take a little bit. It's not worth quite as much as the wheat was, but let's just double check to be sure. Where are we? So it's actually gone up in price. That's good. So yeah, 6.89. And it looks like oats has topped out at 11.43, so we're going to get those sold quick as well. Let's offload this. Lovely. We might have to stop at the petrol station just up the road for a quick splash of diesel as well before we go back up to get the oats. Oh, hey, another 22 grand, exactly. Well, 22 and a half, but it was about the same as the wheat. We did have a couple of 1,000 litres more, so that's good. Now we're looking at county stores for that. Is that down here as well? Oh, that's right next to the petrol station. Okay, well, that's good. So I think what we might do then is just run up and get the oats now, after driving into the fence like a muppet. Yeah, we'll run up and get the oats now, and then come back and head down to the country store there, and then fill up with diesel after we've dropped off the oats. Right, here we are coming up to the sell point for county stores. I almost call them country stores. And it's right in there. Okay, so we shall have to reverse in, but that's not too big of a problem. And luckily we're right here at the petrol station as well. So let's back our lovely little truck in. I think it kind of helps having this smaller truck as well. Not that the larger one would have had an issue with this, but obviously being a smaller truck in the first place, this one has a small advantage, I think. Haha. I just made a very sad pun. Lovely. Well, there's another 25 grand. That's beautiful. So that the oats and the barley came from harvest contracts, I think, and the wheat we got from our own field. So just filling up with some diesel here. I should probably have the engine turned off, but there you go. Not to worry. £410. That's not so bad for 3/4 of a tank of 3/4 of a lorry-sized tank of diesel. So yeah, we are going to drop this off at the shop, not the shop, at our headquarters, and then toddle off back up to the field to try and collect the rest of the bales here in the dark and get stuck on the wall, and then driven into by some bell end in a SUV or something. Thanks mate, well done you. Now you've got us well stuck, haven't you mate? Yes, lovely. There's always got to be one of them. He could see me turning in there, he could see I was in a little bit of a pickle, so what did he do? He drove into me anyway. Lovely. Let me just drive on him some more, see if that helps anybody. No, clearly it doesn't. Well, I shall call the police, sort this mess out, and most likely see you all in the morning. Yeah, so if you've enjoyed whatever this was, then please give us a like, hit the old subscribe button there, and comments are always welcomed, and if you'd like to share this video, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Cheerio.